So assuming you have a squared minus b squared. Now, this is a quadratic expression. Yeah. When you have something like x squared plus, let's say, 2x minus 1, something like this is a quadratic expression. So when I have something like x squared minus 1, it's just something as s squared minus 1 squared. Understand? So, and these two, they are related. So they look alike. So how do we solve this? This that you have here can actually be expressed as s squared plus, if you like, you put minus, whichever one, 0x minus 1. Minus 1 squared actually, so minus 1. So that's telling us that instead of 2x here, we already have 0x. So the same thing we have here, we actually have a particular term in between with a coefficient of 0. So that is why everything will go to 0 and we don't have to write it. Now, how do you solve this particular expression? Here you can factorize by asking yourself, the product of this particular thing is -1 multiplied by x squared, and that will be negative x squared, and the sum, I already taught this in some of my previous videos, so you may want to watch that, and the sum is 0x. Yes, 0x. So you now ask yourself, what can I add to give me my sum, and what can I multiply to give me my product? And if you look at it, if you multiply, if you add x and, sorry, that was bad, x and minus x, if you add them together you get 0, and if you multiply them you get minus x squared. So that's a good start. Now that simply means that what you are looking for is, okay, I have to clear this now. So what you are looking for now is negative x and positive x. So you replace 0x with those two values. Now you have s squared, you may have minus x, then you have plus x, then you have minus 1. So you can actually factorize here, you can factorize x, and you are left with x minus 1, and here you factorize 1, and that's actually positive 1, right? Positive 1. So you have x minus 1 as well, x minus 1. So that's telling you that the two values that you actually need are x plus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1. So if you open up this bracket, you get back here. So that is what we actually want to write for a squared minus b squared. So this can simply be expressed as, I already changed the color. So this can be expressed as a plus b a minus b. Now if you open up the bracket, that simply means that you multiply these two, giving you a squared. You multiply these two, giving you negative AB. You multiply these two, giving you positive AB. And you multiply these two, giving you negative B squared. Minus B squared. So these two in the middle will cancel, and you have A squared minus B squared. So you can see that these two is actually the same, right? So which is actually equal to this. So now let me get a new page for this. A squared minus B squared is equal to A plus B A minus B. The product of A plus B and A minus B. So that's just it. So you can be given something like 2 squared minus, let's say 13 squared. No, let me say 23 squared minus 13 squared. See, then you have 23 plus 13 and 23 minus 13. So I'm sure you can finish this from this particular point, and you can use your calculator to get the value of this and check if you're actually correct. So you get a value for this. So that's telling you that, okay, let me do this. So that's telling you you have 36 multiplied by 10, right? Yes, 36 multiplied by 10, and this 360. This 360. So you can use your calculator to check if it's actually correct. So that will be all for this video. You can always apply this to some other some other questions. Like you may have something like x squared minus 4 divided by x plus 2. Then you should know that this will give you x plus 2, x minus 2 divided by x plus 2. So these two will actually cancel, and you have x minus 2, and that's the answer.